Well, here he goes again. Listen, this horrific act of terrorism in Brussels made me think of a couple of things that most people probably don't consider, and that is that besides the 20 some people that were killed, which is horrific in itself, 270 people were injured, and many of them seriously, horrifically, legs blown off, and I mean just where their lives will never be the same, nor will the people around them be the same. But it brings up an economic question. You notice on your homeowners and all, it says acts of insurrection, acts of terrorism. If the insurance company declares either one, you got no insurance. Your house, if it's burned to the ground by some crazy group of insurrectionists or terrorists, or say your building is burned down, like what happened to many buildings in Baltimore. That it's very questionable if your insurance company will pay you a nickel, and you're literally ruined. Now, my fear is, and what I would like to accomplish, I have no idea how to do it, and with your help, maybe getting in touch with your congressman and all, that they could pass a bill in Congress that would make it impossible for insurance companies to do the same thing for people that are injured in some horrific act of terrorism. Let's take it to the recent one in Brussels. 270 people were injured, and maybe I have no idea. They haven't given the figures. Say 100 of them are very, very seriously injured, and still in hospitals. And many they were interviewing a young male athlete that had already undergone several surgeries and had many, many surgeries to look forward to. That that the bill for such a group of people would literally in this country be tens and tens of millions of dollars. And and many insurance companies, you can rest assured, are going to try to find a way around it. And the only way to prevent them from doing that by writing in acts of insurrection or terrorism would be simply to pass a congressional bill that outlaws the use of that terminology to prevent non-payment for medical bills that are incurred due to no reason of the person that incurs them, except the fact that they happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, the other thing that's highly possible is that a terrorist, say, I don't know oh, what the incubation period is for many communicable diseases, but if a terrorist is willing to blow himself to smithereens, and who in the Sam hell is so stupid to think that the guy telling you to blow yourself up, why the fuck doesn't he show you how to do it first? You know, how these people can be so simple-minded to believe that some being that they consider greater than themselves is going to reward them for doing something horrific to innocent people. I don't care if they're women, children, or 72-year-old bald-headed glass-wearing freaks. The problem is that if you have someone that's willing to blow themselves up, then they'd also be willing to take a disease, get the disease, fly to America, give everybody a chance on the plane to get that disease, and just ride the subway for days until they die of this disease, giving it to hundreds, maybe thousands of people. I don't know how to prevent it, but those people also, you know, many of whom might be uninsured, are gonna run up horrific hospital bills. So that this must also be considered in that same act that hopefully Congress will pass, and that if we uh, treat our citizens that are affected by these horrific acts of terror uh, as victims, and that the government its quote stands behind them for everything, then the government ought to help in guaranteeing that this people's health care is not going to bankrupt them. Please leave a comment.